Welcome to an all-new edition of The Take. I'm your host, as always, Kendrick here on this Thursday, February 20th, 2020. Man, oh man, what a amazing 2020. Man, thank you all for watching again, The Take. Well, we're the show where pop culture meets entertainment. And hey, we go to the pop culture entertainment moments. But first and foremost, join in the conversation using the hashtag Take here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe is caring. Kill a friend, call a friend. Thank you all once again. All right. We're in the midst of Black History Month, but first things first, let's get to our big story. Our big story this week is, all right, me and you might remember the Underground Railroad with Harriet Tubman, right? Yeah, I know you do. And since it's Black History Month, let's talk about it. All right. Harriet Tubman, who was a Black abolitionist activist, I want to say, you know how that go, is being celebrated at a local Black bank for Black History Month for this.
Well, it features Harriet Tubman on the Visa debit card. You see it right there on your screen. And although people appreciate the tribute, many are disturbed by what looks like a Wakanda Forever salute from the Black Panther movie. Now, the bank says the card is a symbol of Black empowerment, and the company hopes it will have, or it's going to pave the way for Harriet Tubman's design on the $20 bill. This company, this bank, they missed the mark. Yeah. Why would they think that it was okay to not use a real picture of Harriet Tubman, but this old fake picture that somebody puts together, and literally for it to have the Wakanda Forever salute? That's just kind of tasteless to me.
Kinda?
Yeah.
It's a bad image altogether. Just really weird. Weird flex, you know, and for a credit or debit card, just what money will be going to a good cause? Mm-hmm. I'm wondering if you're going to put the picture on there, would it go to a cause that she would have supported down the line? I don't know.
No.
Look, I say it all the time. Diversity is needed at the top. But when I say diversity, I'm not just talking about Black, whatever. I'm talking about different nationality, ages, cultures, because that way you get different perspective. People are experiencing different things in life. And you would hope when you have so many different people at the top, mm-hmm. they'll make a right decision, a tasteful decision. Certain things, certain people deserve more respect. Harriet Tubman is certainly one of those people.
And One United Bank, they released a new debit card in honor of Black History Month, and it featured Harriet Tubman. Well, people think it looked like she's giving that Wakanda salute from Black Panther. Yeah. And no, you just saw, I think, the side-by-side right there. Now, in a statement, One United Bank said Harriet Tubman is the ultimate symbol of love that causes you to sacrifice everything, including your own life. Yeah. And this gesture is a sign language symbol for love. So do you think she's doing that, or is she giving a Wakanda salute?
Well, I can't say what their intention was, but why couldn't we just have Harriet as she is, or just a nice iconic photo, and just leave it where it was, you know, so there's no confusion.
Yeah, right there. I would have could have used.
You know, I think that when a story has that kind of history and strength on its own, you don't need to edit it. Like, just let it be on its own.
Or leave it up for interpretation.
It is good that we're talking about it, though, because
they're trying to get on a $20 bill.
That's what we need to talk about. Give Harriet the 20.
Yeah, absolutely.
Give her 20. Hey, but I think next time they go out and they like give new debit cards to presidents and all, they should put like George Washington going.
What in the world they incorporated Harriet Tubman's face and her likeness to a credit card for Black History Month? For you can have, well, we know that there's been rumors and reports that the U.S. Treasury wanted to do a $20 bill, and they're still in the process of doing that. But Harriet Tubman coming to the 21st century with a $20 bill and a credit card. That's why a lot of the politics people are saying, wow. But Harriet Tubman making her point that, hey, you freeing slaves, like crossing them on the Underground Railroad, and a couple of 100 years later, you being honored and celebrate on Black History Month. Well, Black History Month it is. All right, let's move over to celebrity news. On celebrity news this week, NBA player LeBron James took upon himself into the 2020 All-Star Game festivities. He led his team to victory, as always, LeBron does, against Team Canales from the East. LeBron representing the West. But after the game, King James held a press conference, and he spoke highly and remembered his friend Kobe Bryant, who the All-Star Game did leave a touching tribute with Jennifer Hudson and a lot of people. But here's what LeBron had to say. Take a look.
So, guys, definitely, just have that sense of pride, that sense of competitiveness, throughout the season, throughout the All-Star game, which we had tonight. Which you could definitely feel being present, just from the start, from every moment from the fans, chanting his name, so you see the numbers, every time you see the 9, you see the 4, you see the 2-4. So, he was definitely
heartfelt, emotional. LeBron James, reeling the loss of Kobe Bryant, and Kobe will be missed. And then speaking on another good note, Kobe Bryant is eligible for the Basketball Hall of Fame. I think Kobe Bryant, his first year entry, and now he's going to be a Hall of Fame. Well done, Kobe. Well done. You deserve it. You deserve it. All right, on talk shows this week. Billionaire investor and Shark Tank host, star, or whatever you want to call it, Mark Cuban stopped by Steve Harvey's show and told Steve the secrets to his success. Watch this.
What you need to do in the very beginning to make it work. What do you say to a person like that?
It's not going to be easy. It's not the way you ever expect it to be, and you're going to fail. But as long as you're learning each and every time you fail, it's okay to try a lot of different things because it's hard to know what you're going to be good at.
Yeah.
And it took me being fired and failing at a lot of different things to find out I was good at technology. And it took me being fired to push me, to give me that push to start my own company. It's okay to fail at a lot of different things because the beautiful part is that you only have to be right one time. Yeah. Nobody counts how many times I fail.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You just got to be right one time.
Man.
And then everybody calls you an overnight success.
Yeah.
All right, Steve Harvey, Mark Cuban saying you have to fail in order to get better. That's what touching and triggering, because most times people, if you fail, you get back up and you try again. Some people get it, some people don't. But, in that tone, that cadence and stuff like that, that's what it comes down to be in that, touching thing. Like, if an interesting note, did you know that Steve Harvey and Mark Cuban both kind of have a board of directors in Access TV? Yeah, Access TV, the same company that got Impact Wrestling. So Mark Cuban is some form in the wrestling business. Steve Harvey is a board director and he's in the wrestling business as well. So Steve Harvey, Mark Cuban looking to make some money. Indeed, in that connection, I didn't even think about that, but there's I thought about it from my pro wrestling show. Everyone else said, "Oh, they got a unique connection." But some people don't know, but I'm telling you. So, hey. All right. On the real this week, the hosts celebrated their 1,000th episode, and they did it with a bang with this.
Who is it? I don't know.
Is there any advice on how to make it to the next 1,000th episode?
You know what you do? You keep it real.
Hey! Bing! Yes, we can do that. We kill that. I can do that. Yeah.
No, I mean, really, y'all are doing great, obviously. You know how hard it is to get to 1,000 shows? I mean, talk shows come and go. There have been so many people that you can't even, if we reminded you of all the people that tried to have a talk show, you'd be like, oh yeah. Like, it's hard to have a talk show work and last. And number one, it's about the chemistry. It's about the content. It's about what you bring to people. And y'all have that. I think it's, I just think it's really important, as y'all know, and that's why you have the group that you have, that everyone on television is represented. Everyone needs to see somebody that they go, that's me. Because for a long time, I didn't see anybody like me on TV. And that made me scared. And it makes, the parents scared. It makes everybody scared. And they judge what they don't know. And the fact that there's an eclectic group of women, powerful, strong, opinionated women, that is a...
The big guns. Ellen DeGeneres showing up on the real, congratulating the ladies on their successful run. Y'all didn't even bring back Tamar Braxton. So I guess Tamar Braxton didn't even get an invite, but they were showing clips of Tamar was the show, but I guess certain people didn't think Tamar was in the exact image that many people perceived her to be, but you know how that goes. There's a lot of drama and stuff going on with that. All right, speaking of Ellen, Melissa McCarthy, who stopped by to promote her new show, Little Big Shots. Now she's replacing Steve Harvey, who was the original host, but they kicked him, NBC kicked him out. So now they bring back Melissa McCarthy in. So Ellen decides to play games with Melissa McCarthy with a little competition with a slingshot. Take a look.
McCarthy, and since you're the new host of Little Big Shots, it gave us an idea for a game called Little Big Slingshots. Here's how it works. We're going to use these slingshots to fire these balls at those targets. Each target is worth $1,000. They're going to the charity of your choice, which is
Los Angeles Children's Hospital.
Los Angeles Children's Hospital. All right. To make this game a little more fun, Andy Lassner, would you please come out here? Alrighty then. Yes.
Oh my
Yep.
God.
Yep.
That's a little
And then the arms up so that we can see those targets there.
That's a little wide.
That's what he said. Put a target on him. We need one more target. Okay. Come on, you play hockey. You're good with this.
Not this.
All right, let's see how much we can get. How much time on the clock? 1 minute. Ready? Set.
Stop.
Go.
Wait a minute!
Organizations like Los Angeles Children's Hospital, we're going to round it up to 10. Oh my God! Oh my God! He's still crawling.
He's still crawling.
We're going to round it up to $10,000.
Oh, thank you.
Right. Catch a special sneak peek of Little Big Shots. Monday, February 24th after The Voice. Tune in every Sunday at 8 on NBC to see Little Big Shots.
All right, Ellen DeGeneres and Melissa McCarthy, horse playing, train around. But you got to wonder, like, Melissa McCarthy, could she do it on Little Big Shot? We'll see. Because it's a big shoes to step in after Steve Harvey just left from NBC. And Steve Harvey on Facebook now. And that's his only platform. And Steve, if you're going to do a show like that, show more shows, do a one big show, not clips. But hey, that's Steve Harvey's business. I guess Steve thinking like everybody got short attention spans, and like it is what it is. All right, on the Wendy Williams show this week, Wendy Williams want to with this PDA with Steph Curry and his wife. Take a look what Wendy had to say about it. Watch this.
Well, they posted a really sexy picture while they were on vacation. Yeah. Look. First of all, she's got a really strong back. And second of all, what am I looking at here? What is that? What is that? It's a really nice picture if it was a different couple. I have to be honest with you. I think that they're above doing this. they're like the first family of not just the NBA, but, just kind of, they're like the Huxtables. Oh, come on, you all. And I get it, they're married, and so it's justifiable that they take a picture like that. But, maybe they could have staged a paparazzi picture where they're laying on the beach and she's wearing the same costume, but laying on a nice chaise lounge, and he's laying next to her, and maybe they're drinking margaritas and holding hands or something like this. This right here, this is a little too, in my opinion, they are above this, and that means I'm complimenting them. Do you understand?
Hey, it's just PDA. If they want to show pictures of them being a lovey-dovey couple, fine, let them be at it. But what are you getting yourself involved in that? Wendy Williams playing to the T. I'll say that. All right. All right. We'll be back with more tape. Don't go anywhere. This is the tape. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. Back to the tape. I'm your host as always, Hendrix here. Glad you can join us here on this Thursday, February 20th, 2020. Man, thank you all once again for watching. All right, and don't forget to join the conversation using the hashtag tape here on Connect. And subscribe. Subscribe, Miss Karen. Karen, subscribe. Hey, if you like this show, subscribe. But hey, glad you're watching. Thank you all once again. All right, let's get to the reality show clip now. We normally do the political rundown, but it's coming up a little later. The reality show clip down this week on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Porsha and NeNe were the best of friends, and they were not the best of friends. It was the worst of friends, I guess. But now they're on thin ice. Well, NeNe summoned her girlfriends, all that the Housewives didn't know, or girlfriends meeting, whatever she want to call it, with her closest friends and her fellow housewives, and to hash out any problem they have with this.
I talked to Porsha. I talked to her before I came. She said I was just shocked to get the invite, but she said she
Why would she be shocked when I've texted her? I've reached out to her a couple times and she would be shocked.
She said, I just didn't want any drama.
Well, they around drama every time I see them. We were just in Canada and she was jumping up with Hennessy ready to fight somebody.
Thank you. Our friends are upstairs.
We all are together, a part of a group. And everybody that's had an event, I have extended myself and I've been there. So at some point, it's like, girl, I'm not going to kiss your ass.
Well, if the Lord doesn't answer prayers.
All right, NeNe and Porsha. NeNe was calling out Porsha saying she was late. She was late. But hey, NeNe used to be late too. So what's the issue? And then what's the issue with all these people that come in? It reminds me of somebody that I know that does that personally. Hey, that's their business. But why would you invite your friends and your housewife? It's just like inviting your friends, your housewife to each other's functions. No, do it at special occasions like a wedding, a birthday event, or something. Like, come on, wait. People just don't think no more. But hey, NeNe and Porsha had to air out their grievances as they go, as the world follows. All right. Speaking of that, on the Bachelor, well, Pilot Pete gets information that he never thought existed with this.
Great guy, and I don't think that you deserve what you're on a date with right now.
What? Do you know Victoria?
I do. I want to say this to you because, again, I know who you are as a good person, and I don't think that you deserve that. There's been many relationships broken up because of her, and I don't think it's a good relationship for you to be in.
Like you saw that Apollo Pete being told by somebody that the girl he's with is not what she thinks she should be. I guess Apollo Pete having second thoughts, and the girl kind of like having second thoughts with the cameras. All right, it was about Spray Hair and Sarah, and Kiki had all this to weigh in with this.
Was she looking out for Peter, or did you think this was not her place?
Okay, so I think there's two ways you can look at this, right? Like the ex-girlfriend that kind of wants to get back with the now famous bachelor. I can see that.
Okay.
Or I can see it as someone who's concerned and is trying to look out for him. I mean, here's the thing. I think we're all thinking that about her, right? Like, Peter, run, get out of here, man. And so she's trying to give him kind of that knowledge, and I don't know.
She's all of us.
Yeah.
She did that for us.
Yeah. Thank you. I do have to say, though, there were some pictures of her being all excited about being on TV last night. On social media, she was like next to the monitor. So it makes me question the intentions a little bit more.
I'll tell you right now. If you're on the show, you're excited about being on TV. Yeah. I'm sorry to say, but I looked at this not as somebody who was trying to get back with him. Yeah. I looked at it as somebody who was trying to get back at her.
Yeah, I could see that.
Because you gave all of that info without any context. Yeah. Like, who was the person? What did she do? What were the relationships? Because when she asked him, he had no answers because he had no context. Yeah. As you can see, I'm invested.
So much for Michael.
I'm invested. I'm mad. I'm mad, people.
That brings up the fact that Peter confronted Victoria.
Oh my God, probably they just weighing in. Got West Adams there, and then hey, I didn't know Mark Strahan was an avid Bachelor watcher. Wow. You never know. All right. Speaking of that, on the political rundown this week, President Trump left the White House for a brief momentarily and decided to make a quick trip to Daytona 500, and he served as the Grand Marshal for this remarkable event with this remark.
NASCAR fans, to welcome back your United States Air Force Thunderbirds and to deliver the most famous words in motorsports at the Daytona 500. Please welcome this year's Grand Marshal, the 45th President of the United States of America, Donald J. Trump, accompanied by First Lady of the United States, Melania Trump.
Daytona International Speedway, we love our country, and it's truly an honor to be with all of you at the great American race. Gentlemen, start your engines.
All right, you see right there the president trying to rally up the bases. That you know, this is something for him, like he's rallying up the bases, so he knows his NASCAR people are avid people that supporters for him. So that's what they gain and campaign for votes. Did the same thing in the college football game. He galvanized votes. So the president trying to be a street strategist, say, hey, if I go to these events, I could win this. So you gotta look at it like that. Look at it like that. And then you had to wonder when he says mention start your engines, what he really meant before this.
My people are so smart. And you know what else they say about my people? The polls. They say, I have the most loyal people. Did you ever see that? Where I could stand in the middle of Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody and I wouldn't lose any voters, okay? It's like incredible.
Yeah, the Grand Park situation. He said shoot somebody in front and still get votes. So if he went to a NASCAR event like he did, he'll still get votes. All right. Speaking of the president, his AG, Attorney General Bill Barr, sat down with ABC News, and he spoke to them and told them what he wants his boss to stop doing. Watch this.
Public statements and tweets made about the department, about our people in the department, our men and women here, about cases pending in the department, and about judges before whom we have cases, make it impossible for me to do my job and to assure the courts and the prosecutors in the department that we're doing our work with integrity.
Mr. Barr, the president does not like to be told what to do. He may not like what you're saying. Are you prepared for those ramifications?
Of course, as I said during my confirmation, I came in to serve as Attorney General. I am responsible for everything that happens in the department, but the thing I have most responsibility for are the issues that are brought to me for decision. And I will make those decisions based on what I think is the right thing to do, and I'm not going to be bullied or influenced by anybody. And I said at the time, whether it's Congress, newspaper, editorial boards, or the president, I'm going to do what I think is right. And, I think I cannot do my job here at the department with a constant background commentary that undercuts me.
Hey, Bill Barr, that ain't happening. The president gonna tweet. He's gonna tweet till he can't stop. It'd be fun sometimes. I guess he has to tweet just to get his message across and his point across to get his people to know what's going on. But hey, if you wanna be like this guy, yeah, you don't want to be like this guy. This guy is running for election in Alabama to regain his Senate seat. So you don't want to go back on the bookshelf and not be dust off again and get back to being a has-been. What President Trump don't like, he'll call you out on that. Tell you. All right, on news this week, a new lawsuit filed against Detroit for overtaking residents' money with this.
This is a copy of the lawsuit getting lots of attention. Both the city and Mayor Duggan named in the suit. The allegation that the city was late delivering more than 250,000 property tax notices, and that may have raised the tax bill for thousands. Those I spoke with today are not happy.
I don't like that. I'm paying high prices of taxes on my building. Yeah. High prices. I'm saying I'm still trying to catch up with the taxes right now.
Yeah. What do you think about them trying to go after the city to recoup some of that money?
I love it. I love it.
The city denying any wrongdoing, and in a statement tonight to Help Me Hank said, the city complied with the law and we will prevail in court. The lawsuit names a number of victims who claim they lost their homes because of the inflated numbers. And last week, during a hearing about the ongoing property tax battle, emotions were running high.
People have lost their homes that have been.
Wow, these people in Detroit ain't playing by their property tax and stuff. They say it's already enough is enough, and they don't want to be paying even more. But that's what the fat cats are. Could we play that back with that woman snapping? Look, see that black woman? I'm telling you, these black women, they'll snap. Some of these black women, some of them, you see her, she like, I ain't gonna be paying an extra $1, extra dime. I'm telling you. Better y'all, Detroit better get their act together. They already got bad press with the water situation. With the Flint crisis. You get your act together with this mortgage crisis, because one thing I know, people don't play with you know what I'm saying? Tell you. And finally, the viral video of the week, as a BMX rider does something extraordinary and unbelievable with this. Wow, did you see that? This BMX rider driving puddles across to the river. Wow, he ain't playing. You can tell he took his time and took his talents. He's talented whatsoever. And what he does, man, imagine him playing and competing that and winning. I'm telling you, woo! All right, y'all. Thank you all for watching The Take this week. I've been your host, Kendrick Dick, saying so long. And we'll see you next week for another edition of The Take. See you later.